What the hell is even that?
NASA and the Pentagon have either no idea what is going on, or they are keeping mum, as mysterious metallic orbs are being spotted in large numbers in numerous locations around the world. Places where UFOs have never been spotted, or reported from, have suddenly become UFO hotspots, like the Middle East. We will come to that in a while, but first, we gotta address that all of this is coming amidst a former intelligence official reportedly handing over classified information to the US Congress, revealing that the government possesses intact and partially intact alien vehicles. What is going on? Welcome to Lab 360, it's time to explore. Let's start with David Grush, a former combat officer in Afghanistan, who also served with the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force from 2019 to 2021. According to his statement, alien technology, from partial fragments to intact vehicles, had been recovered for decades by the government and defense contractors. After analysis, the objects are said to be of exotic origin or non-human intelligence, whether extraterrestrial or ancient origin, based on the vehicle morphologies and material science testing and the possession of unique atomic arrangements and radiological signatures. He said, and we quote, "The non-human intelligence phenomenon is real. We are not alone. Retrievals of this kind are not limited to the United States. This is a global phenomenon, and yet a global solution continues to elude us." And here is where things turn shocking. Mr. Grush also revealed that the information on these vehicles was being illegally withheld from Congress. He said that when he turned over classified information about the vehicles, he suffered retaliation from government officials. He left the government in April after a 14-year career in US intelligence. Thank you, Mr. Grush. That takes a lot of courage, and we appreciate you.
Okay, if these non-human craft are in fact flying around the Earth on almost a nightly basis, would it make sense to you that one or more of these would crash or land?
Well, that's the assumption that we have to make if David's story is 100% true. If these objects are flying around, that have been for a number of years, the assumption would be that they would likely crash at some point and that there would be an operation to retrieve it.
What is interesting to note here is that this is not the first time that both active and retired intelligence officials, with knowledge of the deeply covert programs, have independently provided similar corroborating information, both on and off the record.
They also found a live alien. That live alien was named Eva, and he was transported to, it was a male, was transported to Los Alamos.
Current former senior intelligence officers that came to me, many of which I knew almost my whole career, that confided in me they were a part of a program. They named the program. I've never heard of it. And they told me, based on their oral testimony, and they provided me documents and other proof, that there was in fact a program that the UAP task force was not read into.
The report submitted Mr. Grush also said that for many decades, the Air Force carried out a disinformation campaign to discredit reported sightings of unexplained objects. But Congress is now pressing for answers. But will the answers ever reach us common people? Or is that we will always be left to speculate? If you look at the last few years, UFO sightings increased from 2018, and during the lockdown in 2020, there were sightings during days and nights alike. And just when we thought that there would be something that the government would tell, the whole thing died down with the Chinese spy balloon. A balloon that entered the US territory and traversed its skies for several days, apparently, without the country's knowledge. A systematic strategy to stop the people from asking questions. A systematic approach to tell the world that the UFO sightings aren't extraterrestrial but Chinese, the new global enemy of the United States. But for how long can they hide it?
If NASA applies the same rigorous methodology toward UAPs that it applies to the study of possible life elsewhere, then we stand to learn something new and interesting, whatever the ultimate explanation is of those phenomena. And that's all I wanted to say right now.
NASA formed an independent study team featuring 16 community experts across diverse areas to examine UFOs over a period of 9 months. And less than a year after commencing its research, the study panel convened its first public meeting on May 31st to hold final deliberations before it publishes a report later this year. During the opening remarks of the meeting, the panel flagged the lack of data and its fragmented nature to be the biggest hindrance in understanding UAPs. Later in the session, the panel released a video of an unidentified metallic spherical orb cruising somewhere over the Middle East, which was first seen in 2022. Here it is. In this video you can clearly see the orb zipping the Middle Eastern air at incredible speed. And this is not the only one. Here are some more of these from around the world. Look at this thing. Does it look like a spy balloon, or a drone, or anything that could explain its aerodynamics? The Congress gave a 4-hour-long conference and not a single thing came out of it. They just kept going round and round and round, revealing at the end that the data is insufficient. Keep in mind that these are unclassified reports, the classified ones still remain a secret. Sean Kirkpatrick, director of the U.S. Department of Defense's All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, said the metallic orbs are the most common type of UAPs and are reported from all over the world. The orbs have been spotted flying at several different velocities. Some do not appear to move at all while others have been observed in active flight. The UAPs do not show evidence of thermal exhaust, like heat created by a vehicle's engine. That's not us saying it. That's NASA. Anyway, here are some more of these sightings shared by the Pentagon. What's crazy here is for how many decades people have been describing these things. How do people in the 50s and 60s know about these orbs if they didn't exist? Beats the mind, doesn't it? What do you guys have to say? Drop in your comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Lab 360, because together, we will explore. Hey people, if you like our content, kindly become a member to support us, and enjoy some amazing perks. Thank you for watching Lab 360. Until next time.